He wrote this book over here, Codes of Longevity. I call this book the Bible of Health. Talks about how to live pain-free for the first 100 years, but the beauty over there that it's not just how to live it well, it's how to prevent existing conditions already. The beautiful in natural remedies, the beauty in natural remedies that we can combine therapies together for have winning results over there. I would like to invite Philip to speak a little bit about his experience in life and about how he actually reversed many of those conditions and all been using natural remedies. I learned a lot from Philip, of course.
I learned a lot from you also. Thank you so much for coming, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm better at reading than speaking, actually, being a writer, but I'll work in between the two. So I think you'll find this a worthwhile happening here because we are here to help set the record straight for a happy, healthy, pain-free life. It's possible, believe me, because in the past, I was sick with everything you can imagine. In World War II, in the Philippines, I got malaria, dengue fever, had fevers of 105, and I lost all my hair and part of my eyesight at that point. And I was just not physically well. So about 35 years ago, at age 53, I was very unhealthy and not physically well. Today I'm 88 and healthy. In 1980, I was working with the Royal Society of Medicine in London and had the great fortune to meet and learn from some of the best alternative doctors in the world. Among them, Stephen Chang, who wrote The Great Tao, Charlotte Gerson, who's cured people of cancer, Dr. William Philpott, recipient of the Linus Pauling Award, Dr. Hal Huggins and Thomas Levy, and this is a good one, who forced the American Dental Association to tell the truth about mercury amalgam fillings. One of the worst things going in your mouth is mercury. Dr. Patricia Bragg, who lives right here in Santa Barbara. Some of the time she also has a ranch out in Australia. But she's cured people, and her father before that from apple cider vinegar. It's the greatest thing in the world. It's the cheapest tonic there is because all you need to do is take a half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar into your blood with a full glass of water a couple of times a day. You will have no heart problems, no arteriosclerosis, anything like that. It cleans the arteries like you wash windows with vinegar and water. It cleans the arteries clean so that you have no problems for heart problems, nothing another. By the way, I was diagnosed ready for open heart surgery when I was 48, truthfully. And they suggested that I went to a good cardiologist in Berkeley, one of the top for the Oakland Raiders. It was their doctor, and he said to me, "Yeah, all you need to do is take a half an aspirin every night before you go to bed, and that'll clear your blood, and you'll never have a problem." And that was 50 years ago. So, Dr. Batman Getty, who you may have heard of, was a political prisoner in about 30 years ago in Iran. They put him in prison. He was a medical doctor. He was there for 2 years. He had no way to get a hold of any kind of pharmaceuticals or drugs or anything like that. Everyone in prison had some sort of disease, several hundred diseased people. He cured them all with water, just with water. So he wrote a book, and you can look it up sometimes, called Your Body's Many Cries for Water. Dr. Leonard Caldwell, who wrote the chapter 7 in my book, is a good friend, and he's credited to have the greatest cure rate of cancer in the world. 92% of his patients, over 35,000 patients in his clinic in Germany were cured of cancer. And guess how? No chemotherapy with baking soda. making sure that it neutralizes the blood. So all these things that you read about or you hear about in our country today really are unknowledgeable as to what's going on in the rest of the world. We rank 37th in the world of healthcare. Not first, we should be. 37th, we're behind third world countries in our healthcare. And by the way, the most expensive in the world. That's pretty sad. So you see, I have a lot to share with you. Officially, I've had my own share of aches and pains. As I mentioned, I had the malaria and dengue fever. And then later on in the years, I encountered infectious hepatitis, crippling osteoarthritis, gout, a heart condition I mentioned to you, poor eyesight. My eyesight was so bad I needed double bifocals because I couldn't read the speedometer in a car or read a road sign on the road. Allergies, skin cancer, diverticulitis I was in the hospital with, arteriosclerosis, and elevated cholesterol. Besides that, I smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day for 35 years. That was on Madison Avenue in New York. It was a very stressful happening there. A great, successful place, but it took a toll on my life. On top of all of that, I mentioned to you the double thick bifocal eyeglasses. Well, it's all true. Here I am at 88. And to tell you it's possible to self-heal and make positive lifestyle choices, you can get rid of all aches and pains. I don't have any arthritis. I did. I had crippling arthritis, gout, everything else. Very simply by keeping the body lubricated, cleansed with water. We don't drink enough water. Should drink 6 to 8 glasses a day minimum. I drink 8 or 10 glasses a day. And by the way, apple cider vinegar, like a few dollars a bottle, is one of the greatest cleansers for the blood and the arterial system there is. I mean, it's 4,000 years old, this remedy. And we take it every day. We take a tablespoon of it every day. And by the way, dogs and cats that are sick, I've taken dogs that had 15 years old, they can't walk, and one thing or another get up, apple cider vinegar. So it's a placebo. Okay, so I changed my diet. I detoxified my liver because the liver and the eyes are connected. So my bifocals, instead of going to operations or anything like that, I was told to cleanse the liver by coffee enemas or colonics, getting rid of all the toxins that I built up for 25 years in my body. And I worked with Dr. Stephen Chang, Chinese medicine, and of course you know the liver and the eyes are connected. That's why you get bloodshot eyes when you drink alcohol. So I cleared up my liver, and I couldn't believe it. I'm driving down the road one day, 6 months after I started this, and I thought, oh, I don't have my glasses on, and I could read everything. I could see the road signs, I could see the speedometer in 6 months. So that's how the body self-heals. That's the gift we were given when we were born onto this planet. God give you a body that self-heals. You cut yourself, it heals right up. The same thing applies to every part of your body. Everything can be regenerated, and you have all spare parts. You were born with it. That's the gift. That's a great gift. So anyhow, I had smoked cigarettes, and I stopped smoking. I changed my diet. I detoxified my liver. And I became interested in Chinese medicine, herbology, and magnetic therapy. In addition, I did eye exercise, and I'll show you one. It's very easy. You just rub your palms together like this until they get hot. And they have magnetic energy in them. And just bring them right over and lay them down on your eyes with your eyes open. And let that energy just go right into your eyeballs. It's literally that simple. You do that a few times a day, and you'll regenerate the energy into your eyeballs and into your brain and into your eyes. By the way, at 88, people concern themselves about Alzheimer's disease. And that's only from lack of oxygen, lack of blood flow, circulation. Again, just try this, very simple. Keep your eyes open. So now let's go into some other things I did. I took the Chinese herbs and I got into yoga, which is a great exercise. I still do it. I've been doing it for 35 years. And it's very important. It's very simple. It's very no gym necessary, no running necessary. Just simple exercise. And of course, drinking 6 to 8 glasses of alkaline water, or water with Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and or oxygen. Now we have oxygen here. This is hydrogen peroxide. Very interesting thing. We actually create our own hydrogen peroxide in the body. This is amazing. The body again does all this, right? So, but you can buy it in a bottle. Danny sells it in the health food store, and what it does is it's a series. There's a book called The 1 Minute Cure, and Danny, I don't know, do you have a copy of that book here?
I don't have a copy of it, but it's actually free to download. The information over there is literally treasure.
Yeah.
So there is a short movie for the busy, lazy people. It's an 8-minute movie. And there is the book itself. It's an easy read. It's 100 pages. So me, with my English, I succeed to read it, and it's pretty simple.